Hello Aquarius, here's a reading for you, month by month reading for New Year 2018. Let's begin. 1st January, each month has two cards, and January has Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a very powerful woman. It is the card of becoming, of perfecting, of knowing who you are, of being very radiant and pervasive and stunning in a way. This is the person that always focus other people's attention. You better not fight her because she's dangerous. She's very aware of herself and of her radiant personality. It may also mean that you will feel as a leader. Because this person is very charismatic. So that's you in January. And as a background card, you have 6 of Cups. And sometimes people say it's a card of nostalgia. And it sometimes is, but I think this time it generally means that you will have this ability to be like a child in a way, like children are able to play, to be here and now in this place in their bodies and happy with what they do, then can play with cups like that for many hours. And it's this childlike happiness of life together with this radiant personality for you. That's January. February we have 6 of Pentacles together with 7 of Pentacles. So there's progress here as far as material things are concerned. This one is a card of maintaining the balance between giving and taking. You should always remember about having both things in your life equally, because if you only give, soon there is nothing to give anymore. And if you only take, you may be fed up with what you take. You may feel too full after some time. And 7 of Pentacles is the card of not being sure if what you do is right, of being a little tired of waiting for your fruits to come, for your fruits of your labor to bloom and to be ripe. So there's also patience needed here, but I feel it's generally about progress. You may not be sure whether this politics of giving and taking and maintaining the equilibrium here will bring the much needed results. You may not be sure of that. That's why you're waiting here. Then we have March, and what we have in March is Temperance card, which is all about mixing things together and making them work in a very special way. Sometimes this card is also called art. So it's about creating new quality out of ingredients that seem not to go together very well. Here you can see all 4 elements introduced and mixed. Not only the water, but also air and fire and earth, to create something absolutely new and stunning. But it takes time, and it takes patience, and it requires experimenting with proportions. And perhaps you will be doing this from the place of King of Cups, which is very mature emotionally. And that's a person who knows that emotions, no matter how stormy and powerful they are at his feet, and they are there to serve him. So perhaps this mixing is about emotions. It can also be that you do this mixing with a person of the water element, or with a strong water element, which is generally Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But almost every one of us has some water element in the horoscope. So just stick with this description of this person. Someone who's aware of emotions and welcoming them, and feels very assured. Look like he's holding the scepter and the cup very firmly. He's really sure on his throne. Okay? Then in April you have the Hermit together with the Sun. The Hermit is about finding inner light and inner wisdom, insight. And it seems you need to see something clearly to really make you happy and to understand the world. And perhaps you need seclusion to see something clearly. Perhaps you need time for yourself to be more happy, to be more childlike, to regain the joy of life. Something like that. April can be the cruelest month, as the famous poem says. So find time for yourself to pass through this very special time of the year, full of contrasts. Then in May you have the Star, which is very beautiful. So it seems you find your peace, especially that the Star is accompanied by Four of Swords, which is all about the peace of mind. And the peace of mind is coming from this feeling that I am in the right position, I am in the right place. I see my star shining upon me. I know I'm on the right path. This is my life path. And I feel one with the universe. I feel it's guiding me in a very special way, but it's always together with me and it won't betray me. It's a beautiful feeling, and it's your card, so you may feel very much yourself in the time of May. Beautiful, beautiful energy for you here, Aquarius. And it continues in June, because you have 10 of Cups, which is they lived happily ever after card, as they say. Well, for me, this is rather card of completion, emotional understanding of your life path. So perhaps you gathered all your experiences and now you feel it brought you to the right place in your life, especially that the background card is 5 of Cups. So there's also sorrow in this, there is sadness in this. But I always indicate this when I see the card like 10 of Cups or 9 of Cups, which are generally understood as very happy cards. Within the 10 of Cups you have 5 of Cups, you have 4 of Cups, you also have 7 of Cups, the inability to choose, the 8 of Cups, the necessity to leave. So there's a whole spectrum here, a wide range of emotions that you accept, not only accept, but you welcome them into your life. And that's why you feel happy about your life, because you're totally accepting yourself as you are and your emotions as they are. There are no good or bad emotions. They are all welcome. They all tell us about something very important. What does 5 of Cups tell us about? It tells us about things that are important for us and we regret that they are spilled. This is very useful information. What's important for me? What do I care for? Right? So you know what you care for. That's why you can be deeply happy. Okay? All right, so this is the first part of your reading, and for the second part, for the second half of the year, see part 2.